Popular theoretical physicist Richard Feynman was a professor at Caltech, where he developed a method of learning now called the Feynman technique. There are 4 simple steps which help you develop a deeper understanding of whatever topic you're studying. Step 1. Study your topic. If you're going to start learning at all, the first step is to start studying that subject. For instance, if you want to learn classical mechanics and physics, start studying classical mechanics. If you don't know how to study, the easiest way is to absorb information by reading Wikipedia pages, watching videos, or reading books on the topic. You don't need to write extensive notes. You can if you want to, but it isn't necessarily required. After studying, it's important to figure out what you know. The easiest way to do this is by writing down everything you learned and seeing how much you can recall. For example, we'll study Newton's second law of motion. How will we study it? By researching online and reading articles and watching videos, and maybe doing problem sets. Step 2. Teaching the topic. Richard Feynman said when he was teaching that if you can't explain something simply, you don't understand it. There's a trend in YouTube videos where a certain professional will explain their field at different levels of complexity with different people. These are essentially what you need to be able to do yourself. You don't even need to teach someone else, you can teach an imaginary person. Read back over how you taught it and notice any gaps in your teaching. This is a good place to start to get a deeper understanding of the topic, as it will be something you don't fully understand yourself. In the example we used in step 1, we can try to explain the second law of motion to someone else, how it works, why it works, what doesn't work with it. Try and make it as easy as possible to understand. Step 3. Fill in your knowledge gaps. Once you've determined what you don't fully understand, the best thing to do is to start studying it more in depth. Focus on the weakest parts of your learning. This way you won't waste time studying what you already know. This is the best way to make sure that you have a full grasp on your subject. In our example, say your imaginary student asks why the second law of motion doesn't work well with velocities near light speed. This might be a gap in our knowledge. We'll have to spend some time researching why classical mechanics doesn't work for speeds close to that of light. Step 4. Try to simplify. If you think that you have a complete understanding of what you are learning, the best way to test your knowledge is to simplify it into a shortened version which anyone could understand. Break down what you know into its simplest form and try to make it concise but still have meaning. This is the most difficult step and it will take some time to achieve, but it will increase your depth of understanding to another level. It requires you to know how the full picture works. You've figured out how each individual piece works, now you have to fit it together and understand it as a whole. This essentially covers the Feynman technique. I hope it works for you. Please subscribe. Thanks for watching.